This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Jack Threads.
The Pakistanis assure us that they were on top of this Bin Laden issue. Come on, man. Okay, come on. You got to come better than that. So Zardari, who's the president, Asif al-Zardari, came out with an op-ed, and he said, some of the U.S. press have suggested that Pakistan lacked vitality in its pursuit of terrorism, or worse yet, that we were disingenuous and actually protected the terrorists we claim to be pursuing. Such baseless speculation may make exciting cable news, but it doesn't reflect fact. I know, it was very exciting cable news when I did it yesterday. Okay, he was within 4,000 feet of your top military school and other army installations around. We didn't make that up. You agree with that, right? And you're telling me you were zealous in your pursuit of him? Musharraf says he used to jog by that house. Former president of Pakistan. You were zealous. Look, for your sake, I almost hope that you were in cahoots with him, because otherwise you have the most incompetent military of all time. He's almost in your commissary. Like, that dude looks a little familiar. Who is that guy? Don't worry about it. Let's go grab a ham sandwich, which probably wouldn't happen in Pakistan, but you understand my point. And he continues in his editorial. He was not anywhere near where we had anticipated he would be, but now he is gone. Yeah, I suppose you didn't anticipate him to be right next to your military, or perhaps you did entirely expect that. Now, in case you got suckered into believing this thing and saying, oh, poor Zardari, and he says in the op-ed, look, I hate Al-Qaeda more than anybody else. They killed my wife, Benazir Bhutto, okay, the mother of my 2 children. All right, look, that's a fair point, and I get it. But here's what you have to understand. Pakistan is not a monolith. So the president says something and everybody else does it, right? No, there are many divisions within Pakistan. So when I get frustrated at Pakistan, I'm not saying it's Zardari who's at fault or somebody else. I don't know the specifics of their politics, etc. I do know for a fact that it is their intelligence community that is not on our side. Now, why do I say that I know that as a fact? Other than the obvious, which is he was right next to their military and they didn't do anything about it. And by the way, as I told you yesterday, every house gets registered in Pakistan. They go over, they say, what's your occupation? What are you doing here? Etc. Whether you're renting or owning. They didn't do that next to the house that was 8 times larger than any other house in the neighborhood, next to all those military installations. Come on. But even if you weren't convinced of that, well, first of all, you're a little slow, but that's okay. Second of all, we got WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks has now told us, and it's the best source. Why is it the best source? It's not because WikiLeaks reports something. They just give you the documents that the United States government had and that they were keeping secret. Sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad reasons. But in this case, they say, yeah, Pakistani security services were often working for the other side. They would oftentimes, we knew, they would escort people into Afghanistan to fight against the United States. They would escort terrorists back into Pakistan and into hiding. So where's the question? I guess the U.S. intelligence could be wrong, but in this case, it certainly doesn't seem like it. And they have a long history of this. They supported the Taliban and they supported Al-Qaeda before 9/11. Pakistan did. Then afterwards, they're like, what? What? Al-Qaeda? What name? So Taliban? Never heard of them. Meanwhile, of course, they're sheltering these guys all along. And when you get to whether we trusted them or not, and whether we knew that information, obviously we did. WikiLeaks has given us the information that the government knew already, and that's why our CIA chief, Leon Panetta, when he got the information, they had a question of, hey, should we share this with our ally Pakistan? And his answer to that was, hell no, you can't. No, we're not going to share that with Pakistan. You crazy? They'd move him immediately, because we know that's what they do. So Pakistan is not an easy question. Okay, it's always been a very difficult problem that we have, because you don't want to support their security apparatus because it's not on our side, it's against us. On the other hand, do we want to support the civilian leadership, like, for example, President Zardari? Well, we certainly don't want to abandon the whole country, because the last thing we want is that country to go radical Islam in that direction. They've got nuclear weapons. So we've got to find a better answer, though, and that answer is not simply just giving them the money and hoping for the best, because we didn't get the best. In this case, we got the worst. Jack Threads is a new sponsor for TYT. They're a members-only online shopping club, but because you know us, you're going to get in. Aren't we cool? But here's the key part to it, 80% off. Hello, up to 80% off of some of the top apparel lines in the country. Game over.
Right.
So go to jackthreads.com/TYT because it's free to join, and you get all those discounts, and you avoid the pain in the ass. The ending of this commercial is a little schwang wang wang.